What's going on, guys? I wanted to recap some of the trades I made today. It is Monday and showing my trade Zella, just so you know that I'm not BSing. It's a good start to the week. It's been really a good month so far. But I want to break down some of these trades and what I ended up doing today. And really, I'll get into strategy in the coming videos. And as you folks want to see more of trades, recaps, or back testing strategy, we can do all of that. But for today, I just want to hit these trades. I mostly traded SPY, and I'm going to hit the big trades. I way over traded today. I'll admit it. I way over traded. But if you look at, really, it's mostly SPY. That's the only thing I traded today. A couple smaller trades, trades that I just did not need to get into in the first place. I usually play Orb, the 15-minute Orb, and I just really kind of messed around with some break of structure trades and usually stuff I don't do too much of. But what a barcode today on SPY. So I've marked the major trades here. You see the major wins and the major losses. I left out the little stuff because I don't want this video to be too long. So the green arrows are the good trades, positive. I got profit out of it. And the red arrows are the negative, bad trades. So today I started, this is that breakout of orb I was telling you about. I love the 15-minute orb. I play on the 1 minute for my day trades. That's pretty much all I've been doing for the last week and a half. I haven't been touching swing trades. We'll cover those once we get back into swing territory. Just too much going on in the markets. So I took this break out of orb, and on the retest yesterday high, I ended up taking long. And what ended up happening is as I scaled out, you'll see that I scaled out here. I actually ended up getting out of the trade on accident. Webull, I set my break even, my runners to break even right about here. And when I set the stop loss, it sets the take profit as well. So I got cut out of the trade here, exited out of the trade automatically about here, and I did not want to do that. I wanted to ride this all the way up. Obviously, I didn't know how far it would go, but I didn't invalidate. But Webull cut me. I got to be careful with that take profit. I just forgot to move it. It just moved so quickly. So I ended up going long again on a retest of the 8 EMA here. And I ended up going into runners. So very, very proud of how I scaled out here. That was this trade. I'm proud of how I scaled out. And then the problem with this was with the runners being break even, she did come back down and stop me out. I make my stops at just above break even for trades that I'm pretty much scaled out of into runners. 1 or 2, 3 cons left, depending on how big I go. And I missed out on this opportunity here, unfortunately. I missed this. But that's how it goes sometimes. Really, I should have, if I didn't get stopped, I would have cut right around probably here or here where I start to invalidate and I start to get break a structure here. I would have cut up here or up here and then just, move on to the next trade. So moving into closer to the middle of the day, I should just not have taken these trades at all. I should have stopped while I was ahead. I was up $550, something like that. Instead, I tried going long on this, what I thought was a bounce of this break of structure, this green line here. I like to play these, lighter anyway. But we did get a close under, but I like that bounce back over. Obviously did not go in my direction. So down we go again, and then I went into shorts. Instead of longs, I went into shorts. I cut my longs, and I ended up adding here. I ended up getting my initial entry in here, and then I actually added here when I saw that it retested, it rejected off of this break of structure. And so I took this, scaled it down. I liked the scale down here. This guy, this one. Not bad of a scale. And again, I should not have cut. I just need to, that's one thing I'm working on. That's one of the reasons I'm doing this channel. I'm no guru. I'm just getting more and more consistent. I want to be able to help people, and helps to get feedback from others too. But I should have waited until at least here or here to have cut my final runners instead of cutting them up here. There's no reason to cut up here. So holding my runners longer is something I've been working on. It's been working very well, actually. Today I cut that way too soon, though. And then another trade, I should have just walked away, but I didn't. I went short. Seeing the break of orb here, I jumped the gun. I did not wait for a confirmation into a close of the candle inside of orb, and then a confirmation candle showing and confirming continuation. I did not wait for that. I jumped the gun. I got off a meeting at work, and I ended up going long. I jumped the gun. So that ended up, this is a 1 minute candle, that ended up rocketing against me, and I ended up cutting. I went short again. I tried here, saw that we were going nowhere, barcoding out, flagging, and what I believe to be a flag, a bull flag. So I cut for a small loss here, and then that's when I went long, and I rode that up and ended up making 200 of that back, what I lost on the failed puts into orb. So very good scaling out, if I don't say so myself. That was not bad, and I ended up getting a lot of my losses back with that trade. And I stopped. I just walked away at that point. But yeah, I mean, this is just really SPY. I wanted to just cover the hits, the trades that I was doing on SPY today, and some of the psychology behind it. Definitely overtraded. I should not be doing 17 trades a day. My wins are just as good when I'm doing half, if not a quarter of those trades. So 11 trades, 7 trades, $500, 7 trades, $330, 17 trades, $410. It's just too much work. I'm putting too much work into that, and for a Monday, I shouldn't be doing that much. I should have walked away with my $550 in the first hour of trading. So you live and you learn. But yeah, I will cover more videos. I'll try to get a video out every day covering my trades, at least 3 times a week. And then if you guys have anything specific, right, I just started this channel. So if you got any questions, you want me to do anything in particular, maybe on strategy of how I play orb, if you're interested, I can do that too. But once we start getting into swing territory again, and talks of war and the volatility of war subsides, then I will be looking more into my swings, and those are always fun. So I will show those on these videos as well. So if you like the video, hit the thumbs up for me. And if you want to see more videos like this, trade recaps, strategy overviews and reviews, back testing, those strategies, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll have more videos out. Thanks, guys.